to guard against frustration. You know, you said you probably expected to get him out of there once you connected with the strikes, and there was that spell where you were just completely sort of battering him with shots, and he just wouldn't go.
He wouldn't go down. And when there was a point there when I was letting off some big shots, and he was staying on his feet, went to the ground, and when he went to the ground, the referee came in. I looked at the ref and I said, "Why didn't you stop it?" I was tired, number one, and number two, I thought he took a lot of punishment. But you know, to his credit, he hung in there. He had a lot of hype when he was coming into the sport and onto the main stage, and I think tonight showed why he had that hype. You know, he has got a hell of a heart, and he never quit, and he was always in the fight. So
you said in an interview with us before that you thought this fight would be a good setup for a rematch with MVP. Do you still feel that way, or do you feel like your path is a little bit different now?
For me, I like the MVP fight is. Do you know what? I've explained it like it was building up, and it exploded, and then it's all fizzled out. You know, it wasn't the fight that people expected. It wasn't the fight that people wanted. But all that being said, I feel like I won the fight. So I'm content with the fight. Like, I genuinely, as mad as it sounds, and as people can call me disillusioned or whatever, I'm at peace with that fight because I think I won. So I'm not searching for a rematch. You haven't seen me really make a statement on social media or anything asking for the rematch, even though we got knocked out in his last fight. You know, I kept quiet. I didn't stop begging for the rematch because in my heart I feel like I won the fight. Like the situation of being in a tournament, the fact that I was the underdog on the betting thing, a lot of factors played into it. I said in a statement that it was MMA politics following the way of boxing, and I still stand by that, no matter what Bellator said. And I feel like I won the fight, so I'm not hunting for a rematch. If he wants a rematch, he's got to create something for the fans to want a rematch. I mean, maybe storming in here now and swinging at me might warrant a rematch, but as far as I'm concerned, I won the fight.
I know that fight, you made a conscious decision to change up your tactics and go a little bit more wrestling heavy to try and get him to the mat. For those watching, it didn't feel like a real Paul Daley fight.
Yeah.
This felt more like a real Paul Daley
I know.
fight. How much better did it feel for you? Obviously, the result was better for you because you picked up the W, but in terms of how it felt mid-fight and actually going through, did it feel a lot more familiar and a lot more comfortable for you being in a proper tear-up rather than maybe a bit more of a tactical battle?
Yeah, I did enjoy this fight more than I enjoyed the MVP fight. I'm not going to lie, but you know, in certain situations, you've kind of got to take what is presented to you. And honestly, like, everyone says it was a good tactic and that it was a genius decision to take him to the ground. That wasn't the plan. You know, the plan was to go in there and try and put him out on the feet. But, you know, he's an elusive guy. He doesn't let too many shots off. He's a counter striker. And me and him is just a bad matchup for the fans. And I don't expect a rematch to go any different than the first match. I'm not going to come out there swinging and allow him to use his counter-striking tactics. I'll probably employ the same tactics that I did in the previous fight and try and take him to the ground. So I just think we make a bad matchup. As much as our, the interest is away from the fight, and you know we're good at getting under each other's skin. I just think that the fight is just not what people want to see, and I'm not willing to take the risk and go out there swinging like I did tonight to lose. You know, I'll take the safest route to victory.
This fight, you seem to be struggling a bit in the first round, and then you came out like a freight
train. No, not struggling. I always take a while to get warmed up. You'll notice that in my fight. If I catch someone in the first round, I catch them. They're normally sleeping. But my first rounds, I've got a lot of second round finishes. You know, the first round, I'm normally trying to suss the guy out. His timing, his speed, his distance, and how much he can take. It just so happens that he could take a lot, and he was tough. And you know, I was a little bit slow off the mark in the first round in him getting that takedown. I anticipated that he'd go for the takedown, but I was a little bit over-eager. I think I threw something wild and he shot in underneath, and I should have done that. And my corner told me to settle down, just fight, take a little bit more reserved, and you'll get the victory in it.
I agree with you. Taking it easier.